If you're living paycheck to paycheck, this video is going to give you a couple actionable steps that you can take right now. Hey, I am Mr. Maciek, and in this channel I teach people about investing, all about real estate, and the different ways to make money. Hey, do me a quick favor. If you could right now drop a comment. This really helps the YouTube algorithm know that this video is going to be valuable. So please drop a comment. Let me know, are you living to paycheck? And why do you think that is? I will reply to you. Also, take a look at this. YouTube Analytics is telling me right now that in the last 28 days, 68.1% of you have not subscribed to my channel. So please subscribe to my channel as well. I'd really appreciate that, especially if you want to learn how to make money. All right, if you want to skip the rest of this video, I'm going to tell you right now what are the 2 reasons that we're going to go over. Number 1 is about budgeting prioritization. Number 2 is about your income, how much you're actually making. They are tightly related, both of these 2 things. So if you are living paycheck to paycheck, you are probably doing some budgeting. And if you're not, well, that could be why you're living paycheck to paycheck, because you're not. So you definitely should be doing budgeting. And all budgeting is this. You write in how much money do you make and everything that you need to pay for, your needs first, and then the optionals. So write it out. If you don't have this right now, grab a pen and paper and write out how much do you bring in every week or every 2 weeks, however you get paid, and then write down, food, cell phone, car insurance, car payment, rent payment, electricity, water, and then whatever else is on your required list. Then add all of your optionals. Entertainment, going out to movies, going out to the bar, restaurants, and all of that stuff. And first, you want to get an idea of your budget. It's all about awareness, because without awareness, you can't make any changes. That's the first step. Okay, great. I'm so glad you have written this out, because the next step is about figuring out how much do you spend per week on average on each one of these items. Now, some of them are going to be the same every single month, like your car payment. It's most likely the same, and your rent and so on, or your mortgage. But other things such as restaurants and the bars, they might be fluctuating. So if you're not sure, that means you're not budgeting. And you say, oh, I am budgeting. No, you're not budgeting. If you don't know how much you're spending and how much you spent last week on something specific, then you're not budgeting, period. Just face the facts. Admit that first, okay? Next, go over all of the optionals you really want to eliminate. I know you don't want to hear it, but you also don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck. So quite frankly, make up your mind what you want to do. If you want to have a different life of financial independence, you have to make a different choice. And a lot of these choices are not the choice that feels nice and fun. Now, most people that are living paycheck to paycheck also have debt, and that's usually in a form of credit card debt, school debt, maybe medical debt, and in general, some other debt. So you definitely want to get out of that. But before you can get out of it, here's the step to take. On all of your optionals, eliminate. That's it, eliminate. Now, if you have restaurants as one of your things, maybe you go out to lunch every single day at work, make it 1 day a week. Whatever you are spending, cut it to 1/7 on all the optional. So you still give yourself a little bit of fun every single week, and you're not going, cold turkey and depriving yourself, but you're taking a step in the right direction. And if you can't go that extreme, then just make it 6 out of 7 days, and then maybe the next week 5 out of 7 days, and so on. A progression is better than no change at all. Next step is go on your credit card bills and on your bank statements and take a look at every single subscription service that you're a part of. For example, Netflix. That's a great one. I love Netflix. Do you really need Netflix? And if you are only paying $20 a month, maybe that's worth it. But you want to go through all your subscription services and bring it down to the bare minimum. Remember, the goal is to get out of living paycheck to paycheck. The last step on the prioritization of your budget is this. Attack your debts. So here's an example. Everyone is a little different, right? But here's an example. You have, let's just say, a $500 credit card debt, and the payment on that is $50 a month. So when you make a change in maybe a subscription-based service that costs you $30, and then maybe 1 day a week at a restaurant, which might be $30, take that money and attack the debt. Pay it down, stop using the card, work from a cash basis from now on until you get your finances under complete control and you feel like you've actually mastered them. Another thing that you can do in terms of attacking your debt is when it comes to your mortgage or your rent, you really want to see if you can reduce it somehow. So for example, a mortgage sometimes can be refinanced at a better interest rate, and we're in record low interest rates. And rent, well, you usually can't negotiate it down, but you can go find a different place to live and lower your rent payment. So definitely take those steps, because it's just a 1-year commitment on a rental and it's a 30-year change for a mortgage refinance. So either way, you win. Okay, this video is almost done, but let's talk about earning more money. So you may be wondering, how can you earn more money? And the way I see it is there's a few different ways, right? One of them is you can go and work your way up the ladder, a very slow process, and some industries just don't pay a lot. There are government jobs out there that pay very little, and the potential for growth is minimal at best. So maybe learn a skill set. That's really my first point I want to talk about. Learn a skill set. And if you're not sure what skill set you can go and learn, then ask yourself, what do you like to do? That's it. Just ask yourself, what do you like to do? Because if you go and look at the fun stuff of life and get a little bit of skill set education in that, you're not only going to probably make more money, but you're also going to have a lot more fun doing it. So ask yourself what is fun and see what kind of careers or jobs can be had in that. So real quick, question of the day, what is it that you do for work? If you find you're living paycheck to paycheck, what do you do for work? Okay, my last little point is what else you can do for more money, and that is a side hustle. Now, I do have a video, I'll link the card here right now, about different side hustles that you can do as a young adult. So this is great because I love side hustles. They give so much opportunity out there to make money. And most of those side hustles are on your own time with very little investment needed into it in terms of money, but you need some time invested. And if you're not a type that hustles, guess what? Hustle is a muscle. So you can train that. You can go and try it every day for just 10 minutes. And then eventually you will see that you will start getting really good and disciplined at hustling and trying to make more money. Well, I hope this has helped you. It's only 2 points. You need to prioritize your budget and you need to go make more money out there. But also, a lot of people that are living paycheck to paycheck do not have good credit. And having bad credit costs you more in car insurance rates, in credit card interest rates, in loan interest rates, and everything. So watch this video. It's all about fixing your credit and steps you can take. It's not overnight. It's not a lot of work. So just watch it right now and take one step to implement.